Now he appears to be a murderer and a thief as well. Take him away.
Malachi, help me!
I will do nothing to harm you.
Brother William, you've been investigating these deaths. What's your opinion?
I have none, until I inspect the room and the corpse, alone. Abbot, will you give me your permission?
Why is your investigation always after the crime?
Leave Brother William to do his work.
To work, Adzo. Ah, Benno, you're still here. You have light to shed again?
Remigio wasn't alone in here. Malachi was already inside. I came in with the guards and Malachi suddenly appeared. Not through the door, but from behind that curtain.
So, at the very least, he witnessed what happened.
Well, otherwise, why would Remigio have asked for his help?
Gui seemed happy with their bargain.
Thank you, Benno. We'll talk with you again soon.
Whatever I can do to help.
Quick, Adzo. The book must be here somewhere.
De Plantis Libri Tres?
No.
Thesaurus Hebarum?
No, we're looking for a Greek book.
Why Greek?
Because the first three victims knew Greek. Fernantius' notes from the book were in Greek.
This one?
Oh, that's Arabic, you idiot. If the book's not in this room, obviously someone else has it. Not Malachi or Remigio. They had nothing in their hands.
A third person, then. Who could have known the book was here? Jorge?
No, he's too old to kill a strong man like Severinus.
So who's left?
Our helpful brother Benno. Poor Severinus. I even suspected you and your poisons. Why this particular weapon?
It was within reach.
So were other things. Knives, pots, tools.
Decorated with stars.
And the third part of the moon was smitten, and the third part of the stars.
The apocalypse.
First hail, Adelmo. Then blood, Venantius. Then water, Berengar. The murderer doesn't strike at random. He follows a plan.
What happens with the fifth trumpet? The key of the bottomless pit?
And locusts will torment mankind. Our man has various means at his disposal. Adzo, what did Severinus say before the meeting? He had found a book.
Which he couldn't bring to you.
Why not? Why not? He's wearing gloves. Is there something in the book's binding? Poison? Oh, I need air to think. Gui, calling us to his court.
What was Remigio doing in there?
Why, he was after something, to avert some danger that was terrifying him. Now, this something must be known to Malachi. Otherwise, why they're packed?
Anyway, the book's vanished.
Vanished? Well, we say it isn't there because we didn't find it. Perhaps we just didn't see it.
But we looked everywhere.
Or we saw it but didn't recognize it. How did Severinus describe it?
A strange book.
Now, Severinus was a man of learning. A book in Greek is hardly strange. Even if he didn't know Greek or Arabic, why was there an Arabic book in his laboratory?
If you didn't know Arabic.
Now, sometimes ancient manuscripts are bound together, collecting several volumes in one. Oh, you turnip, Adzo. The Arabic book, you only looked at the first page.
Well, so did you.
Then we're both turnips. Hurry, go get it. Bring it to me in the chapter house.
Who are you?
Remigio of Veragini. I was born 52 years ago. I entered the Franciscan convent in Veragini.
So, how is it you're found in a Benedictine abbey?
Years ago, I was afraid of being infected by heresy at the Franciscan monastery. I applied and was received here, where I have served as cellarer for 8 years.
Changing habit isn't enough to erase the evil of heretical depravity. They're all alike, these heretics. They face judgment as if their conscience were at peace. You've never had anything to do with heretics.
No.
Liar! You joined the Dulcinians!
How can you say that?
Bring in Salvatore. Salvatore, you and Remigio met among the Dulcinians. Is that not so?
Salvatore!
And Fra Dolcino himself entrusted letters to Remigio?
Are you hoping to save yourself, you fool? Say you spoke under torture. That you invented it all.
Thank you, Salvatore. Take him away.
Arturo, I need help. Please!
So then, Remigio, you were carrying letters from Dolcino and you gave them to a brother monk. Malachi of Hildesheim, come forward.
Father Gui?
Malachi, this morning after Salvatore's confession, I asked you whether you'd received letters from the defendant.
You swore you'd do nothing to harm me.
I did not swear falsely, Remigio. The harm was already done. The letters were handed over to Lord Bernard Gui before you killed Severinus.
You know I didn't kill him. You were there.
I went in after they discovered you.
What were you looking for in Severinus's laboratory, Remigio?
I heard Severinus mention a secret document.
Yes?
And when Salvatore was arrested, I was afraid.
Then you do know about the letters.
I went in to find the letters, to destroy them, and I found Severinus already dead. I started searching through his things. I was afraid.
Malachi, repeat what you told me this morning.
When Brother Remigio arrived here, I had no reason to harbour suspicion against him. He told me he had documents which should not fall into profane hands, and could I keep them away from curious gazes? I consented, never suspecting the documents were of a heretical nature. I put them in the most secret room of the library and forgot about the matter. Until this morning.
Are these the documents?
They are.
You may go, Malachi.
God bless you, Father.
You hid his letter, and he showed you the novices' arses in the kitchen!
Silence! Remigio Veragine, what do these papers of yours say? How Dolcino, fearing his imminent end, entrusted a message of hope in the devil.
It's a measure of my faith that I didn't deliver the letters to his followers.
So you're not only a heretic, but a coward and a traitor.
What must I do?
Confess. You're damned if you do or you do not. But confess, if only to shorten this painful interrogation.
Very well. It's true. I was with Dolcino. I confused the love of Jesus with freedom and hatred of bishops. I confess that we renounced all our belongings, while you, race of dogs, renounced nothing.
And you burned and looted good Christians?
We proclaimed poverty the universal law.
Now tell us why you killed your brothers in this abbey.
I have nothing to do with that.
Oh, lamb! Once his hands were steeped in blood, and now he's innocent! Install the instruments of torture. Have them shown to the prisoner for 3 days. Only after that, proceed. Justice is not inspired by haste. Death must not come before confession is full, voluntary, and purifying.
No, not torture. You're right. I'm a cowardly man. I'll give you what you want. I killed Adelmo. Out of hatred for his youth. I killed Venantius because he was too clever. I killed Berengar out of hatred for his library. I killed Severinus because he gathered herbs. Is that enough for you? No. You want to know how I killed him? Let me see. By calling up infernal powers.
How do you command the devil?
You take a black cat, no? And bind his paws. And take it to a crossroads at midnight and cry out, "Oh, great Lucifer! Emperor of Hell! Abigo pick up nobis! Belial eleison! Have mercy on us all!
Take him away!
In the name of Saint Cyprian, I call the captains of the legions of Hell!
The book, gone. Damnation. Malachi's put it back in Finis Africae, and Gui has succeeded in making Franciscans and Doctrinians interchangeable. The Pope chose the right man to prevent any reconciliation.
Michael of Cesena and his party were no longer safe in the abbey. Gui would ensure that Michael would be found dead, killed by devils summoned by Remigio. The abbot allowed the Franciscan legation to be smuggled out of the abbey. William too was in danger. But whilst there was a riddle to solve, my master would go nowhere. The rest of us waited with bated breath for Gui and his inquisitional guard to leave, their work done.
What will happen to the accused?
They will die. Gui isn't interested in discovering the guilty, but in burning the accused.
Can't the girl be saved? She's not a witch. Can't the abbot intervene?
Saving an important man like Michael is one thing.
Remigio's right. The powerful always blame the simple.
Benno, where's the book?
I can't tell you. With Berenger dead, Malachi has proposed me for the position of assistant librarian. I did what an assistant must do. I handed it over to my superior.
Without looking at it? But you were burning with curiosity.
Adzo, as guardian now of the library's secrets, Benno will have all the time he wants to learn.
We should pray for the soul of Severinus.
The reconciliation has failed. The investigation must succeed. I need to get my hands on a man and a book. A book, Adzo. A forbidden book.
Most beloved brothers, all of you believe that you are innocent of the crimes committed in this abbey.
Madmen!
You've heard of the proud caliph who set fire to his city's library, rejoicing as thousands of books burned. Either they repeated what the Quran already said and thus were useless, or else they contradicted it and were therefore harmful. We do not reason in this way. Every commentary and clarification of Scripture must be preserved, and what contradicts it too, so that it may be contradicted in turn. But that does not permit us to seek information not vouchsafed to mankind.
The library was born to save books. Now it lives to bury them. That is the true sin.
And who is the symbol of this pride? The Antichrist. On the day he comes, sons will raise their hands against fathers. Servants will disobey their masters. There will be no respect for the old. Everywhere songs will praise license and vice. Cities will be shaken by earthquakes. It will snow in summer and in winter be burning hot. Be ready, brothers. The day is at hand.
Come, Adzo. Apparently, we have less time than we thought. Our Inquisitor is preparing to leave us. Back to his paymaster.
Where is the girl?
She'll have been taken ahead with Salvatore and Remigio.
Watch where you're going. Are you drunk? These monks are worse than soldiers.
Who's he talking about?
Is that Malachi? He's swaying in a curious fashion.
He's falling.